the Evergreen Media Network Studios, brought to you by Evergreen Media, creating cohesive marketing campaigns. Evergreen Media in Vero Beach.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome everyone to the show. Welcome to the Lori Davis Show. We are sponsored by Dale Sorensen Real Estate. You know, we are all here about real estate. You know, I always talk about living in Vero Beach, and the show is really about lifestyle. It's about why do people come to Vero Beach? And I always say, you know, real estate is not about homes and condos. It's about lifestyle. And we have such an amazing place that we live in. And now it's getting to be October, and this could otherwise be, I don't know if you've been here a long time, a very, very hot month, but we are having, Cindy, don't you think we're having a beautiful time?
Yeah.
This is like one of those really nice Octobers that we don't often get. So I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
What have you been up to, Cindy? How's it going?
I went to Oktoberfest for my birthday.
Oh, you did?
It was incredible.
That's right. It was just this past weekend. How was that?
Cocoa. It was in Cocoa. It was incredible. The guy that did it was amazing.
Okay.
Amazing. They had all kinds of drinking games. Of course they did.
Okay, they did.
Yeah, and they had that long, I don't remember the name. I've had a couple
The
of
thing
drinks.
with the beer?
No, where you blow into it, the whole horn.
The big horn.
Yeah. And they talk, in Austria, apparently, they talk between the towns.
Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. That's how they communicate, right?
Oh,
very cool.
Yeah.
Was it in Cocoa Village?
Yeah.
Okay. We have an office in Cocoa Village.
Yeah,
Dale
I saw
Sorensen Real
that,
Estate.
yeah.
You saw it. Yay.
I love Cocoa Village.
It's really quite lovely.
Yeah, they did a great job there. Free parking.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out.
Hello, Vero Beach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out.
I
Free
know.
parking. And people, imagine that people actually walked like 2 or 3 blocks.
Really?
Couldn't believe it. I was going to video it.
I know. And you know I represented you at
I
that
know
meeting.
you did, and I'm being facetious.
I did. We were talking about it. And we're going to go over that on another show because there's a lot to talk about on that. But we really did, and 90% of the people that went to the meeting, was it last? What day was that?
Because
it was your birthday weekend.
Anyway,
it was Thursday. Anyway, 90% of the people were like, do not narrow the lanes in downtown. So this was a public meeting that some of the city council were there and the Kimley Horn people were there presenting their vision of what it would be like. And 90% of the people said what this vision was that they had, which was taking it down to 2 lanes, was a no-go.
Yeah.
And we're going to go over that another time.
Okay.
But yeah, it was well represented. And I promised Cindy, because she couldn't be there because of her birthday, that I would represent. So anyway, what's happening around town? One of my favorite things that happens in October is a Countryside Citrus Fall Festival in Mays.
Yes.
Have you been out there?
I haven't been to that. I have not to that one, but I did it a bunch of times in New Hampshire. I loved it.
It's so much fun.
Love it.
If you've got kids, it's amazing. Yeah. Now, this fall festival, it goes all through October, and I think they actually do it for 2 weeks in the first 2 weeks in November. But it's, you know, for kids, it's like hay rides and the pumpkin patch and the tic-tac-toe and all that wonderful stuff for kids, which is fun. And it's all blocked off, so you don't have to worry. They've already corralled your kids. So when you get in there, you can kind of enjoy yourself. Lots of fun. Then they go with, and I saw the list of all the stuff they're doing for food. Everybody knows El Cid Tacos. Of course, Citrus has that right there on Ocean Drive, which is fabulous. But they'll also have, I guess, a truck out there for them. Pizza, ice cream, salad, burgers, dogs. I don't know where they're getting all the food, but it's going to be great. And it's just, again, you can go out there and spend a couple hours out there. Obviously, there's the corn maze, which you can get lost in. It's really kind of cool. I just, it's fascinating. I don't know why. I really like it. And they do a flower patch. Did you know that, Cindy?
No, I didn't know that. The corn maze is what I was talking about. We did in New Hampshire. Yeah.
I know. Well,
and always got lost.
Of course you get lost.
Yeah, because we were drinking. Now
sometimes they have legal areas like, go that way.
Or they'll have the guy
cheating.
with the flashlight. That's cheating.
They do have flashlight nights. Yeah. Which would be I would be scared of that. But I mean, I should do it because I love doing things that scare me. But anyway, the flower patch, you can pick wildflowers for 50 cents and sunflowers for $2 each. Bring your own clippers and a bucket with water. They're recommending a 5-gallon bucket. So I think that would be, right? Okay, so it's 6325 81st Street, guys. That's 81st Street, and that's between 58th and 66th. So you know how to get out there. Go 81st between the 2 avenues. So find your way out there. It's a good time. And that's 10 to 5. and that's on the weekends, and it's going to go for the next 6 weeks. So there's a Halloween Fest and Haunted House, Indian River Mall from noon to 5, Saturday and Sunday. So we're playing on Sunday at 4 o'clock. So you still got time to get out to the mall and do that. I also picked up something that you guys can do on Sunday that's open till 7, and there's a pumpkin patch at the Roseland Church. That's tonight. That would be Sunday if you're listening on Sunday at the radio. And that's Sebastian. It's 12962 Roseland Road. So, the Crown Jewel Marching Band competition at Vero Beach High School. This is a big deal.
It's, and I have to do this because I've gone to that.
I know.
Totally.
I know. People love this thing.
It is amazing.
They love it.
It's amazing to see the kids. There's so many schools represented there, and to see the work that the kids do, and then their directors and the whole bit.
I know.
And that Vero Beach puts it on and always goes last because they're not in the competition. They're the host.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that.
Right. And Vero Beach is phenomenal.
Yeah, they are.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, they are.
Which is, I think, kind of why they go last.
But it's really cool. I think that's great.
Excellent.
If you're in the band and you get to play at this, because I think people are like invited, or everybody has to, try out to get there or whatever. But I know it's a big deal. That's why I put it in there, because
and it's
a lot of people.
well attended.
The
ones that I've gone to, very well attended.
For sure. Yeah. No, it's
as
very,
it should be.
Yes, absolutely. So go see that. That's going to be on Saturday at 3 p.m. So my Sunday listeners, it was yesterday. So anyway, but next year, you guys will remember that. DSRE by the numbers. Let's talk about it. Dale Sorensen Real Estate year to date, we have 19.2% of the market share. Sales are $584 million year to date, and that is 782 transactions. Wonderful numbers. It's absolutely fabulous. Cindy?
Yeah, I was waiting. I was waiting for you to get all of it.
I want it now. I want it now. I don't have to wait for it. No, I'm not going to clap on the other guy's numbers.
No, I didn't think you were done with the number.
No. Anyway, our next closest is 13.7% of the market share. That's our next closest broker that we have in town. 452 million and 417 transactions. The interesting thing about this, $3 billion, we've gone over $3 billion in residential real estate sales in Indian River County.
That's just
so far this year, which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It does make a difference who you do business with. Please call Dale Sorensen Real Estate. Call me, Lori Davis, or call over to the office, or call. You're going to get the name of, I've got one of our great realtors here on the show, so we're going to have her name and number on here shortly. But it does make a difference. So hopefully you'll work with us, Dale Sorensen. October is Breast Cancer Month. Let's get right on to that so we can get our guest on the show. Making Strides is a big charity. It's a breast cancer walk to raise awareness. That is going to be Vero Beach, October 21st at Riverside Park. Now, you're going to see lots of pink everywhere. October, pink, breast cancer awareness. We have a Dale Sorensen agent who has started her own fundraising event called the Flamingo Fundraiser. She raises money for the fight against breast cancer. It is also a part of the breast cancer awareness and the Making Strides at the American Cancer Society. Let's welcome and introduce Kathy Curley, Rockstar Realtor, Vero Beach, Dale Sorensen Real Estate. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, I'm
excited to be here.
No, I am so excited because I think the Flamingo Fundraiser is just exciting. It's something very different. And I wanted to ask you, what was your inspiration for this? So we'll start with that.
This is something that had been a long time in the making. I actually had this idea years ago. And then finally last year, I was able to implement it. I had a good year. I wanted to give back to the community that I love. And I have branded myself as pink. And I thought, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's all about pink.
Yes.
Usually the month of October is not so busy for real estate.
Yes.
And so I thought, I think I can pull this off. I had seen something similar, a similar concept done in other, like in Connecticut when I lived there, something similar. So I thought, this is what we're going to do. We're going to set up flamingos, on lawns.
Yes.
You can pay to have a whole flock to your lawn.
Yeah.
And they'll move all over town, spreading awareness and raising money for this great cause. It was also very near and dear to my heart because I lost my stepmother to breast cancer. So it was like, okay, my branding is pink. It's a pink thing. I love flamingos. I can pull this off in October, and I am passionate about the cause. So, we invested in tons of flamingos. I have a storage unit that houses them when they're hibernating.
Yeah.
And it was a huge success last year. We learned a lot, and we're back this year better than ever.
That's fantastic. Now, as I said, your funds, I went on your website. They go to the American Cancer Society's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer group. So if you were to go on the Flamingo fundraiser.
And it's Flamingo Fundraiser VB.
Got it.
.com, like Vero Beach. So flamingofundraiservb.com.
Yes.
And what happened was I just got to thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't be taking all this money, like getting checks and this is going to be a hot mess. So it was really great. So we collaborated with, it's basically the Breast Cancer Alliance is just sort of an arm of the American Cancer Society. Okay. So we did talk to them about what we wanted to do. They made it really helpful for us. So when you actually donate on our webpage, what happens is the money goes directly to them.
Yes.
This way you also get a tax receipt.
Nice.
And then we follow up with an email saying, thank you so much for donating. Would you like flamingos?
Yeah.
To what address? How many? Do you have a special day that you want the flamingos to arrive? You know, we've had people say, like, one gentleman was like, my wife is going through it, and I want flamingos to be there on her last day of chemo.
Love that.
I mean, just really special, touching things.
That's amazing.
Or, like, just maybe a daughter sending them to her mother who's a survivor.
Yes.
I mean, and then, it could be like a little girl and the mom wants to support it and she's like, it's my daughter's birthday. It'll be fun for her to have flamingos that day.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's just so many different ways to do it.
Yes.
And it's just been a lot of fun, a lot of work, but a lot of fun.
Right. Well, and like I said, so all they really have to do is go on the website.
Yes.
Right. And then once they click on that, then you're going to follow up with them. Because it could just be a donation.
That's correct.
And you're going to say, do you want the flamingos?
Well, so what happens is anyone can donate any amount of money.
Right.
Okay. And it just goes straight to, like I said, Breast Cancer Alliance for the American Cancer Society. It does generally help Vero Beach patients, which is wonderful to know.
I saw that.
So it's really about Vero Beach people going through this that need rides to chemo, need help with wigs, medical bills. So that's really great. It is money staying in this community for people dealing with this. And, but as far as the donating, so you can donate any amount. We do request, a minimum donation of $100 to receive the flock of flamingos.
Right.
But again, you can donate anything. Yeah. It's super easy.
Yes.
And then, I got really worried about implementation when all this started going on. I'm like, oh my gosh, wait a second. How am I going to drive all over Vero setting up flamingos? My kids don't drive yet. Oh my goodness. So actually, I've partnered with the schools, and the high schoolers love it because they're getting their community service hours in a super fun way.
That's great.
Because I thought about, gosh, when I was in high school, what do you like to do? Drive around town, right? Like in my dinky town, you went to Sonic and you got a drink and drove around. And so I was like, I can get these high schoolers because I can be like, look, grab a friend, make it fun. So generally I get volunteers that are my flockers, so to speak. And they run around and set them up for me, and I'm so thankful. So that's been, a lifesaver.
Now, of the people that are flocking, now it started in August. Did I see that on your website? You could start signing up?
We kind of started promoting it just because we knew from last year, oh my gosh, we can't start getting all of this in October. Okay. It's a little overwhelming when everyone signs up at once. So we kind of started getting organized this August.
Okay.
And September. I mean, we're not as far along as we wanted to be, but we kind of set up our goals and knew this year what we wanted to target and how we wanted to make changes from last year. So do you want me to share some of the fun stuff that's different this year?
Yes, please. Tell me.
Okay, so one thing is last year I thought, okay, well for sure a lot of my good friends will sign up for $100 to have flamingos.
I'm next. I'll be in.
What I didn't expect is that and we still do a lot of home lawns, of course. Yeah. But what was amazing was the businesses love collaborating. Mm-hmm. So what we did, and we're doing more of this year, is collaborating with businesses in town that don't generally get a ton of foot traffic in October, right? Some of our shops and different things. So it's a good time for them. So what we do is they can either just, pay $100 and get the flamingos, which might just kind of like make someone turn and notice their business that day.
Driving by or walking by.
But a lot of it is like, hey, if you want to collaborate on an event, we'll set up the flamingos, and then they do something like 10% back in sales or what have you.
Yeah.
So some of the fun things we have lined up.
Okay.
All right. So like one day, I think October 28th, I'm literally going to the Vero Beach Book Center.
Okay.
We're setting up the flamingos. It's, of course, one of my favorite businesses. It's pink. I mean, let's just start with that.
Awesome.
And I love, I actually own several flamingo costumes.
Okay.
So I am going to read stories there. And we're going to serve pink cookies and pink lemonade. And we're going to do flamingo. And, there's a whole series of books, about pink, Pinkalicious, the whole thing. And then we're collaborating with writers. We're going to do something really fun like rosé at Writers, and maybe like a pink entree to go that raises money for the cause, such as like an olive vodka pasta.
Yes.
All this is sort of, in the works with Tom and Rob Ryder.
Yep.
And then we are doing, Sassy Boutique is hosting them one day.
Of course.
In Motion, actually, Wednesday. We're doing a lot at the Village shops. It's just so fun.
Yeah, Melissa Zork. Good luck.
Yeah.
And a shout out to Melissa. Great job on that new expansion for you.
Yes, it looks wonderful. I was just in there.
Were you? Yes. I love that.
So they're going to be sort of all over. Like the Petite Shop's going to do an evening sip and, and so we're doing like pink parties and sip and shop for a cause. And
right.
I mean, this is happening all over town. So it's super, super fun.
Yes.
And I think people just... enjoy getting out and supporting the cause.
Is it going to be something where people can find you or where these things are so they can participate more by attending or patronizing, I should say, that vendor? Is it going to be anywhere? Maybe on your website, like an activity calendar?
We're working on all of that. But certainly I always post on my social media when it's coming. And then, for example, like I'm a big needle pointer. So like Seaside Needlepoint is going to do a fun pink thing.
Okay.
And so they will also push out like an email invitation to their database.
Okay.
And we'll both kind of market it online. But also we do have our own Instagram that we're trying to grow.
Okay, that's what.
So you can check out Flamingo Fundraiser VB on Instagram.
There you go.
The @Flamingo Fundraiser VB.
Got it.
And we're going to be putting on there sort of the schedule of fun events. And there's just so much happening. That's where we need to go, because that's going to be a really easy one to do. We have your assistant, Michelle, in the studio, and she's like taking like lots of notes. Oh,
so this is going to be perfect.
She's going to make it happen.
I'm just putting my stuff on her list.
Yeah.
She needs to do for you.
I know.
Anyway.
I keep her busy already, but she's used to it.
I know. Listen, the way we pay for this show is a couple of commercials, so we need to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with Kathy Curley and the fundraiser, which is the Flamingo fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. We'll be back in just a little bit. See you in a minute.
If you dream of creating a home with furniture where you make life one long weekend, visit Sunshine Furniture now and save 50% on all Tommy Bahama and Lexington during the fall savings event. Bedroom, living, and dining room, home office, media, and occasional furniture that is inviting and comfortable, Tommy Bahama and Lexington offer everything you need to furnish your Florida home. We're also having a huge half-price fall sale on lots of other coastal furniture by Universal, Hooker, Riverside, Seawinds, and Capri, including big sales on patio furniture by Berlin Gardens, Lloyd Flanders, Telescope, Kingsley Bait, and Windward. All pictures, lamps, and accessories are half price, and in-stock rugs are on sale too. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com and be sure to shop our outlet store directly across the street.
Sunshine Furniture, the best in every way. Have a sunshine day. Sunshine.
If you operate a small business, you need services like payroll, tax compliance, HR tools, and other resources. You need Complete Employee Solutions. Vero Beach has a team of professionals, including Anthony Sammons, Matt McCain, and Jennifer Comer, who saw the need for competent payroll, HR, and employee leasing services. Call Complete Employee Solutions at 772-978-7277 or visit their website at CompleteEmployeeSolutions.com.
Hello, this is Carol Jean Jordan, your tax collector here in Indian River County. All of our offices are scheduling appointments for in-office services, but you can get that little yellow sticker quicker by using our Express Lane. It's fast, convenient, and free when you pay with an e-check. Renew your registration on our website and select Pick Up at the Tax Collector's Office. Order before 3 p.m. and you can pick up your little yellow sticker on the same day. Order at irctax.com. That's irctax.com.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. It's good to have you. We have Kathy Curley in the house. She's all flocked. She's got everything flocked. Everything is pink. She's the pink realtor. Everything is pink, and it's October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We were talking about, no, you understand, being flocked is what you're going to do when you make a donation to the breast cancer awareness through the Flamingo fundraiser, VB.com. And now I was asking, how many flamingos in a flock?
You know, it's so funny. We had to decide this last year, the first year. And we sort of set them up on my yard, and we were playing around, and we kind of were like, it doesn't need to look wimpy, but it also takes a long time, believe it or not, to set up these flamingos.
Yes.
So we do about 30 generally.
Okay. All right.
About 30 flamingos you get. They are, by the way, plastic flamingos. Okay.
Oh,
let me clarify.
Knows those pink flamingos.
Well, no. Someone last year literally called after she done. She wanted to know if she was getting real flamingos to her lawn. So I
love that.
I just want to clarify right now. We are not bringing live flamingos, unfortunately, at this time.
Corralling flamingos in your front yard.
But I have joked, because I really do love flamingos, and I'm also very involved at McKee.
Yes.
And so I've joked, you know, when I hit it big time, I'm going to donate a flock of real flamingos to McKee.
That would be great.
So we'll see. Goals.
I love it. I love it. And my girls, a shout out to all my ladies. My last birthday, they did a private dinner at a friend's house, and it was all flamingo oriented. So I almost, the only thing they brought me flamingo PJs. I was like, I cannot wear PJs on my show. But I mean, these are the kind you press, and they're beautiful, whatever. That's fantastic.
Well, if we were taping much later, I would have been in pajamas.
Exactly. Okay. So tell me real quickly, how did you find Vero Beach?
You know, it's really interesting. I never, ever would have dreamed that I would end up here, but I'm from a tiny, dinky little, well, I shouldn't say that, but anyway, tiny little town in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And, you know, so small that I was the beauty queen. There weren't many to pick from.
You are beautiful.
And, no, but I thought, you know, I tell people I had big dreams. I thought I might get to Memphis one day. But the next thing I know, I actually moved after college to Vail, Colorado, met my husband, wound up in the Northeast.
Okay.
He was doing the Wall Street thing.
Yeah.
Doing great, but super stressed out, and kind of was like having maybe an early, you know, like, and we moved to Asia twice. So I'm in Singapore, and then he was just questioning what he wanted to do lifestyle-wise.
Yeah.
And so we decided to come to Vero Beach. You know, he sold me on palm trees and resort wear, and what a phenomenal place to raise my kids.
Isn't
we are loving it, and the boys are thriving, and, you know, no looking back.
It is a great place to raise a family, don't you think?
Absolutely.
I mean,
I've fallen in love with it.
Yeah.
And obviously went back to work in a big way. And the kids, we love it.
Yeah.
Great place to live.
And Dale Sorensen Real Estate could not be better. I mean, can you imagine working for anybody else?
No, I am really big on a family-owned and operated company.
And local.
I started real estate when I was 25 in Connecticut. It also was with a family-run firm. I love that I can walk in and talk to Mr. Sorensen when I need advice, when I, you know, want to pick his brain about some ideas I have.
Absolutely.
I love that it's, you know, having a relationship with them is everything to me.
It's not a big franchise. It's amazing. We love that. Hey, listen, real quickly, thank you so much for coming. I have to say, thank you, Chef Scott Verricchio, for the beverage today. We didn't get to the beverage. Well, I'm drinking the beverage. It's a beautiful bottle of white Burgundy that he has over there. I'm a big Chardonnay girl, but this is French Chardonnay. It's a white Burgundy. It's absolutely delicious. Thank you so much. 1050 Easter Lily Lane. Go over to Citrus Grill House and see those guys. Kathy Curley, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
You guys go to the Flamingo Fundraiser VB.com and start looking for them at Flamingo Fundraiser VB on Instagram. Have a great day, guys. Be safe. We'll be here next week. Be safe, have fun, and we'll see you soon. Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.